on the block, certain say the commissioner and certain high-ranking police don't know about these things. You know what I mean? Because there's no way we can live in a country where run like this. So right now, me not care.
So you're listening to you. Your suspicions are that Leing, being a former policeman, is somehow
pulling strings.
Where?
All over the place. I mean, how long my mouth and talk. Because Jamaica, this, everybody know we are going in the streets. Because it's something we are talk in the streets too. It's not nothing we are hide, you know what I mean? So, and the people, they must say, oh, him Leing for low cartel or whatever. Because people know what is happening. Even on the night when they raid Boxing Night, people was talking about Leing this, Leing that, shouting in unison. Gaza, Gaza, Leing this, Leing go this. You know what I mean? Disrespecting him and saying, Leing do it, Leing do it. Because, as I said before, this is Jamaica.
Hello my viewers and subscriber, greetings. I hope you all are doing good. Hope you all are doing great. So your boy here come across this one wherein Ninjaman and Vybz Kartel exposes the state of being jailed. Question raised, is Isaiah Leing responsible? Plus, guys, you will be also hearing from Mutabaruka tackling and exposing Pastor Gino Jennings concerning religious attack. So guys, this one is gonna be really a warm one. So you wanna stay tuned and don't forget, I'm here on the Black Unity program. So feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're new. With that being said, let's go ahead and hear what Ninjaman, Vybz Kartel and Mutabaruka got to say in this one, my people. Let's walk.
Bang!
My mother has thing, man.
Because everybody when I decide to do Mr. Leing show and not to work with Mr. Leing thing, him have film system when push him down in a prison or send him in a jail. I see him with Cartel did that top work with him and they never stop fight till him and they are jail. Mr. Leing will do anything in his power to tear down an artist who don't want to work with him. So people, you can look out for anything in my case because a whole heap of things them plan my case could have done long time. But true, they want to have me the way they want to have me, want to have me like me an idiot. They might try to hold me down and I try to find me down. They claim to say, them not stop until me turn a crop, which under God and me not turn no crop. You understand? So Leing never do nothing for me yet. You understand me? Last time me charged for murder, this is how I'm telling no people. When me charged for the murder the other day, and Mr. Leing them did want to come and sting. When him come to court and see me, I go around at the court. When me I pass back, you know when he look at me and say, look on the dirty drunk, you know. Him never know me ear, but me ear. And me say, look at who I call me dirty drunk for, because me take this man out of the line of duty. Him that got dead like dog, or sit down and fire shot for save people, for save himself. Because he was a policeman where people do want to kill. You understand me? And me stop him from being a police and make him be about show where the greatest show on earth, the greatest one night show. No care what me have to do, me sacrifice myself to come to the show to make sure it's possible. I see the show go down in a destruction when I see it now go on with nothing. I sacrifice and sell out my career. This myself and give Merciless the upper hand on my career. You understand me? For build back Sting. And when me build back Sting after me give Merciless my career and kill him back and rise back Sting and put it way up back on the map. It means that one day you never tell me thanks. Then when me come on TV the other day and say, not one day you never offer me a say, if show me say you appreciate what me do, not him give me an award. All no do I care tear me down. Well, me I go tell you something, I know this. When me say I learn something, me can look for a whole heap of things.
They're not going to let Ninjaman go with saying all of this. Yeah. You must understand, so there's a brotherhood that runs certain shit, whether Jamaica or anywhere else, and you don't just come out your face
and say
and use your platform and just say anything and drag certain people's name through the mud and think, I'm gonna give a fuck, me a bad man, me can't go to jail for the rest of my life, me I gonna expose you. Okay. See that Ninjaman is incarcerated right now, right? This person says, it was Ninjaman's lawyer that requested that Ninjaman be incarcerated so his trial can go faster. Me I said to myself, what kind of idiot lawyer that? No good lawyer would want their client to spend not 1 day
in jail.
In a shithole jail like in Jamaica.
Especially Jamaican jail.
No good lawyer.
You see what happened with Kartel's health? How his health is deteriorating? And you see how...
Hold on. People. Mr. Leing call me. Every day call me. But me I go tell them this. This is what me I go tell them. Last year when I go pick up Gulliver. When I want me kill Gulliver. This year when I came something I use Gulliver. Well, me I go tell you something, Leing. The only way you can get me on the stage in a chamber, you have to book Gulliver.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
When I use nobody boy, I refuse nobody boy, and then when come pick me up and call her in the ready boy. Since Gulliver did that this year, last year, if this year is not hot, we don't still have to use him back. And we say that, and we are bad man passing, Leing you not sing, everything not sing. This is the original front team, gun
Feelings towards Leing himself, I guess you feel like you underappreciated, like them people get award and appreciate. Hey.
You see them award, I just show the people them how much them unappreciative. They not too appreciate nothing what people do for them. They not care. Them just feel like them is this and them is that. And them feel like them money is nothing. Me know say, no man can tell me nothing. And me make have money. Only have little bit of money and me make have enough money. And with the rest of artists them, make money grow more. Me not have nothing against Sting. Woulda likes this thing go on. Woulda likes this thing turn out to be the type of show that it used to be. But me still woulda like to see the respect we used to get when Sting just started to promote, when Sting was a show where artists used to race. Mr. Leing never have to put out no money. Nobody never find us say Sting we're ready to go. We need back that type of Sting there, that type of love there, that type of respect there, that type of look where people look towards artists. You where true you make $2 little. You is a promoter, you have nothing. We are the show because of entertainment.
Yeah.
Because when you're on the stage as a star, you're there to perform as a star, you're not there to war. You understand me? And if this thing are gonna lead up in a war, me nah go. Then Mr. Leing don't business about nobody where nothing will reach nobody pan in show.
Him just making money and that's it.
And then money they make and then gone. There's no care for you after the show, no care for you before the show. They don't go care them after you is to get you to perform on the show. If you have that standard. And these are the reasons why I'm not too in and working with this thing. Them don't want to pay the artists them money. But yes, thing, every one of them young artists that we see perform, when the one that come from foreign, them have to pay 3,000 US to 2,000 US have to perform on Sting. The one them from Jamaica pay 80,000, 100,000, depends by time when them go and go perform. You know. Every one of them young artists there, you know, have to pay the promotion to get a blind to go up on Sting. And we will make Sting. Now I not get no pay.
Wow.
You're mad.
Young artists have to pay to go on Sting.
Go find out now. At the end of the day, you collect money for young artists perform. And then you want to pay a big artist where keep the show going. Yeah? Or then we got pay a rap artist 100,000 US to come to Jamaica come perform. But then I want be. Then I want pay the man them. We rock the place all time. For perform. So I'm not too interested in them and then show until people are dealing with money right now. I'm good. Nah, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Them feel like them are more man than anybody else. Them feel like them can sit down and reason and talk over things that make we can come to a mutual understanding. Well, me no need no mutual understanding with them if them no want to deal with people, how them for deal with people. Because guess what happen now? Me don't have to go out, none of them yard go beg them a cup of tea. I mean, them now see me tomorrow morning and see me with my car and I beg them money for buy gas. You understand me? So I mean, there's no way me need none of them. Nobody me no need. See me there at jail the other day and then could even come bail me.
The other day.
You understand? me there at jail and me know Mr. Leing come down the condo. Him call me drunk and him no know say me here.
No.
And him no know say all them something and me have my fam. Me a pass him, I come out of the court and me pass him and I go around here and he say, what you drunk or no? And me just laugh and say, I see him drunk here without wing. Make you not died in the line of duty. Because when you're a police and a kill off a gunman and gunman a kill off you and shot fly all in your forehead. And me come DJ and stop you that when Mac Mellan tell us if you put on back your uniform, you could have resign and tell them say you're not going to work in a uniform because you have a show where you can depend on an artist who are going to make it happen. And you're so ungrateful, you never tell me thanks yet, you never give me an award, you never even look, you never even do nothing to make it look like you appreciate when me I do more than every time you say an artist writes and go on like him bad, you always want to put me and them for clash. You know this. Alkaline is nothing but a piece of crap. Because as a youth I come from the university and go to college, him supposed to teach people better than when I teach people.
Did he actually go to college?
No, he spent
I think about the rumor say him turned out 2.5 million.
A lie! Leing not even want to pay me that. It's a hype, them a look. What's the idiot? Hype what?
What's been your problem with the former policeman, now Sting promoter, Isaiah Leing?
Well, the problem is really this, we had a dialogue a few months ago about Sting, and I decided that I wasn't going to do Sting because I was owed some money from last year, one, and I had already had plans to do a show abroad, you know what I mean, but then Corey and myself, which is my business partner also, decided that we were going to keep our own show in the building. You know what I mean? And
the building is at the former asylum.
Yeah, so
in New Kingston.
In New Kingston. So we had dialogue and I decided I wasn't gonna do the show. You know what I mean? So ever since then he was calling other people and saying that Vybz Kartel thinking is and me can't fight the state. You know what I mean? Cause
the state?
Yeah, because I didn't know the state was keeping any show.
Those words, the state?
Yeah, he used those words, those exact words, so me can't fight the state. You know what I mean? So then we had a show in Shillani where it was raided. You know what I mean? Vybz Kartel wasn't there because I heard about it beforehand. You know what I mean? And I wasn't there. Then he came to the club.
When was that show in Shillani?
I think it was the 18th, The 18th of December. Yeah, because before that we decided that we weren't going to do it. And that was when the threat started. You know what I mean?
Back up a little. Tell me. You said he owed you from last year's performance, December 2009.
Last year,
How much does he owe you?
$500,000.
$500,000?
Yeah.
And what has he been saying to you in terms
of? Tell you the God truth, because right now I'm just talking. Him tell my manager say if Vybz Kartel and say bad man will pay you back money.
You know what I mean? Serious?
It's dead serious.
He told your manager that?
Yeah, man. Him tell my manager those exact words, man. You know what I mean? And when me hear that now, I start looking into it and say, alright, well, me nah do Sting then. See, so that is the real reason why I say me nah do Sting if me not get X amount of money, because people been speculating why I'm charging so much money. You know what I mean? Anyway, go on and on. And
that's $1 million you were charging for this year?
3, me tell him, now.
3 million?
Yeah, because for even the pride of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, so me tell him $3 million. And
but you weren't serious about 3 million?
No, if me get my money from last year, we could have renegotiated. You know what I mean?
But so you were prepared to negotiate down?
Yeah, man. Because Sting that's the annual show. So anyway, the negotiation fell through or whatever. And that was when the real trouble started. You know what I mean? With this system of raids and stuff like that. So he came to the building nightclub on Thursday. I think that was what, the 23rd, I think? Or the 24th. One of those days. It was a Thursday though. So
that would have been Thursday because Saturday was the 25th.
Yeah,
right.
So it was the 23rd.
Yeah.
So when he came to the building, my business partner Corey had, because he said something in the media that Vybz Kartel and Mother can pull 1,000 people. So to come in the building that night was $1,000. So he came to the building and wanted to come in
Who, Leing?
Yeah. So Corey Tada say, no man, yes, if Vybz Kartel can't pull 1,000 people, so pay $1,000 then. You know what I mean? And him look on Corey and feel exact words was, hey boy, you know who me is, you don't come from Jamaica. That's what he said to Corey, because Corey is an American, you know. Yeah, so Corey said, you know, if him talking a film American style, basically saying he don't respond. So, Leing went away, and
what was the price to going by?
$1,000.
Okay.
Yeah, so Corey said, you say my DJ can't pull 1,000 people, so pay $1,000 to come in. So him say, Corey, you know who me is, whatever. And he left, and see him later that night, the club was raided. You know what I mean? By police. And the people,
in uniform?
Yeah, man. People were disrespected and crazy things happen. You know what I mean? And all fingers pointing to that person. Because, you know, this is Jamaica and we have our ears in the streets, and you know people will talk things. You know what I mean? And people tell.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that those things are true.
No, right? But we can speculate and we hear things from even people who are police also.
Yes.
Not necessarily top ranking police, but you know what I mean? Foot soldiers in the streets and stuff like that. So the club was raided Thursday. His remark was that no.
What time was that raid on Thursday night?
About an hour after he left.
How many policemen raided the building?
Well, I was on my way there, you know, so when I reached and heard that the building was being raided, I left. When I went outside, it was about, because I parked around the back, so when I left outside, I saw like about 5 police around the back. You know what I mean? Them hold us at gunpoint, search us.
Including you?
Yeah, man. Search me and thing and let me go and thing. And then...
What did they ask you, though?
They didn't ask me anything. You know what I mean? They just dragged me in a car and search me, search up my pocket, search my vehicle, and my drive away. You know what I mean?
And that was the end of the operation?
That was the end of it. You know what I mean? And then this boxing night now, because he called as a matter of fact, he called my manager again, you know, Dennis, you know, and told him that, listen me.
He who called your manager?
Leing again, you know, and said, listen me, no show can keep boxing day, but film show. You know what I mean? He even asked my manager if we take off the ads, because we had a commercial running on Zip, if we take off a commercial. Yeah, man, so it's like it's a whole intimidation thing, you know what I mean? And me I tell you the God truth refuse. Me don't think even the commissioner or the really high-ranking police them know what really take place. Me I tell you the truth from my heart, you know?
Well, let me ask you this, because we have been in touch with an assistant commissioner of police, Les Green.
Yeah.
I've also been in touch with the director of communications for the force called Angel. And both of them made the following points to me. One, there should be no reason for your show or anybody's show to be harassed. If you were given a valid permit,
which we were,
you have a valid permit for all the shows that you have been harassed,
all the shows, Mr. Yu,
including the boxing night show,
including the boxing night show,
and the make good on Monday night.
Yes, sir. We have permit for everything because it's a nightclub, you know, so we have one permit that we can keep any event in the club, because remember it is an indoors thing, so the noise abatement, everything is out. The only condition is that the club over by 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock or 2 o'clock?
4, because as I said, it's indoors.
Oh, if it's indoors, it's 4. If it's outdoors, 2.
Yeah. Because of the liquor at the stop sell 4 a.m. and plus it clear up the traffic off the road that people can go about commuting in the morning.
Yes. So I've also been told, I don't know how true this is, that the police who raided the building on Boxing Night said they did so because the line of people, patrons waiting to enter the building had extended as far south as Emancipation Park. Is that true?
Well, the line wasn't really at Emancipation Park, you know, but you have to remember the line was truthfully round the corner by Quad. Because, you know, Vybz Kartel wasn't at Sting. So most Gaza people in the city is going to come to this show.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But
so the question therefore is, was the building already at capacity and more?
No, it wasn't at capacity, you know, because it can hold about 2,000 people. And to tell you the truth,
at the time when they arrived, what time was that on Boxing?
Very early, you know, it was like 11:30.
11:30?
I swear to you, about 11:30.
And you had started at what time?
The club opened 10 o'clock. People were still paying to come inside.
So the club wasn't full?
No, it wasn't. People were still paying to come inside. Albeit the line was long and a lot of people were outside.
So what did they do when they got there?
Well, you know, the usual style, rough up a few people, run with the people them off at the front, lock off the music inside the club, search everybody, you know what I mean, and send them home.
Approximately how many policemen were involved in that operation?
Well, I didn't know it. I wasn't there, you know.
Yeah.
Because by the time I reached, I saw Trafalgar Road. Knutsford Boulevard by Trafalgar Road block. So I just spin around and just head back home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
so who gave you this information that you're relaying to me now?
Well, you know, because remember this is Jamaica and I have a lot of police friends, so they're telling me that when I was on my way, they say, Cartel, they reach at the club, I said, no, them say I pay police out there, so nobody come. Because it mash up. I mean, them say the club mash up and people getting searched and stuff like that. So, that was that. And they came back again the next night.
So you had another show the next night?
Yeah, which was the spillover because of the incident where... Because Vybz Kartel was built to perform and I didn't perform. So we said, alright, we're going to have a spillover into the Monday night, which would be a holiday also.
Yeah.
Which would be the original Boxing Day. So they came the same thing again, raid the club, lock off the music, search a few people.
And on what basis did they say they were searching or locking off the music? What was the reason they gave?
They said that they heard that Wanted Man was in the club. But what I'm saying, we've been running the club for 1 year now.
We meaning who?
Coretta and myself been managed the club for 1 year now and we haven't had any raids or anything like that. And it's the same patrons always come to the club, which would be dancehall supporters. You know what I mean? So
they didn't say you didn't have a permit?
No.
Nor you were breaching anything?
No.
Just that they suspected wanted men in the building?
Yeah, they were acting on intelligence. But then again, my friend now, my friend which is a lawyer, which will remain unnamed, called the same person. And his comments over the phone, because we was listening, his comments over the phone was, the boy Cartel diss me. You know what I mean? So everything is just coming from one person who is trying to use...
Who said that?
Leing himself.
Oh.
Just trying to use his influence to try to say him one box food out of my mouth. You know what I mean? And anyway,
because he didn't perform at Sting.
At Sting. And anyway, Vybz Kartel they will be terrorizing it. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with Monday night. I have my police friends, so they call me and say, where you are? I say, I'm going to reach at the club. Them say, don't come. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because police is going to be there. This is the third time, you know. The fourth time, actually. They did it at Trelawny. Me get the news I didn't show. Them did it at Thursday night, the 23rd. They did it the Boxing night, and they did it the 27th. You know what I mean? And I even hear things that like they're calling down in Mobile because I have a show in Mobile the 31st.
That's tomorrow night?
That's tomorrow night. But right now, I'm tired to play this disappearing trick. So I'm going to just go and just roll out the red carpet. That means anything they want to do, they can just come and do then.
What do you mean, roll out the red carpet?
Just because I know they're going to come, so I'm not going to go anywhere because I'm expecting them.
So you're going to be in Montego Bay?
In Montego Bay tomorrow. So I'm just
where in Montego Bay is the show?
Caribbean. I think it's Caribbean. It's a beach. I don't even remember the name of the beach.
And you are putting on that one?
No, it's my manager because I have a business partner which is Coretta, and I have a manager from Trelawny. He's the one that was been in negotiation with Mr. Leing.
So I get the feeling now you are frustrated.
Frustrated, and right now, if I tell you the honest truth, Mr. Hughes, if right now my concern over both my life and both my freedom, because probably by now or next week you can hear anything to Vybz Kartel, whether me just suddenly become a person of interest again or something happen to Vybz Kartel, because me not really like the direction which is where this is heading, because the workers at the building saying some police making some remark like anyway Kartel them are gonna mash it up, and you know what I mean, and this thing is hurting my livelihood. You know what I mean? And nothing like this was happening from the year start. So I don't know how it started happening now after this thing with the promotion of Sting. And I decided not to do the show.
Were you fear for your life?
Yeah, because Mr. Hughes, you have to remember, you know, this is Jamaica, you know. So regardless of what, certain people in certain sections of society who don't live the real Jamaican life, I might look upon things naively. Me come from the garrison, the ghetto, and me know how things run in Jamaica. Because if a man can have the powers to manipulate certain people to come raid club and do what them feel like. And when I say this, I still say, I can't put my head on the block, certain say, the commissioner and certain high-ranking police don't know about these things. You know what I mean? Because there's no way we can live in our country where run like this. So right now, I'm not care.
So you're listening to you, your suspicions are that Leing, being a former policeman, is somehow
pulling strings.
Where?
All over the place. I mean, how long my mouth and talk. Because Jamaica this, everybody know we are going in the streets. Because it's something we are talk in the streets too. It's not nothing we are hide, you know what I mean? So, and the people, they must say, oh, him Leing for low cartel and whatever. Because people know what is happening. Even on the night when they raid boxing night, people was talking about Leing this, Leing that, shouting in unison, Gaza, Gaza, Leing this, Leing go this. You know what I mean? Disrespecting him and saying, Leing do it, Leing do it. Because, as I said before, this is Jamaica. Me know enough police. Me might not know no big high-ranking police, but me's an entertainer. So me I know enough police, and people been talking, as I said before. Him even tell my manager, say, me can't fight the state. Me never know say state I keep show. You know what I mean? And me not have no intention of fighting the state.
The state keep Grand Gala.
Alright, and he's not a Gala artist. He's a Gaza artist. So, it puzzles.
So you're appealing to the commissioner?
Yeah.
To do what?
To find out what really going on, why Vybz Kartel come under so much pressure since me decide so me not doing thing. Why everywhere Vybz Kartel is being raided and the people that come out to see me is being disrespected. You know what I mean? If you have something against Vybz Kartel, send for Vybz Kartel then. Because he's a public figure, me can't hide. You know
As they have done in the past.
As they have done in the past. And me go through the same process and me come out a free man same way. You know what I mean? As even is the case of the recent state of emergency where Kartel was detained as a person of interest. I am the only person that was detained that never get a charge even after the state of emergency done. I actually came out before it even finished. You know what I mean? So, and as I said before, me don't think the commissioner and the top ranking police who is investigating anything of substance have anything against Vybz Kartel. It's just a man try using powers and pull a few strings here and there.
And you believe that is deliberately being done by Leing?
I believe that to me hard. Even if it costs me my life, because one time I can't dead 2 times.
You keep on saying about your life.
Because me is a man concerned about my life and about my freedom. Me not like the direction of this thing is heading. People are saying anything with Vybz Kartel involved in, I go mash up. Like me, you know, to feed my kids them too. That's why me take it to the public, you know. Because me was on Raga Shanti show a few days ago. And now I come to Cliff Views because as the name suggests, more and the nation for here are going. Yes, straight
we
up.
will be putting it to the members of the police high command, and you can assure us that you have the necessary permits and authority to put on these.
I have the permits, man. Even the show in Mobile, because it's my manager keeping the show. And he spend a lot of money because Jackie is on the show. But what artist, Barrington Leave, it's just like a big annual event that is being kept here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And Vybz Kartel is on the show, and we've been hearing that they're going to come down there and what they're going to do and whatever. So, as I said before, I ain't going nowhere. I'll be there. So, anything you would hear further on.
How are you personally, though? The last time I interviewed you for Impact was a year ago, just over a year ago.
Yeah.
And how are you?
There, I know Mr. Hughes just looking cooler, you know.
You're not looking cooler. You look like a brown man.
I tell you.
So how did that happen?
Well, I don't know. We just change up the image because, you know, Vybz Kartel always reinvented himself. We come under a lot of flack for recent image changes, people say bleaching and whatnot. But, you know, everything Vybz Kartel do where my image is concerned and my music, we do it deliberately. So, you know what I mean? It's just the style, and it make we tattoo them look bright and the girls them love it. So, you know what I mean?
But Vybz, a young, intelligent, conscious, African origin, original man.
True.
Why would you want to make you look browner? When looking at you, I was shocked. This was not the man I saw here.
No, we share the same skin tone the last interview.
And I'm looking better.
Yeah. Bigger tone and fatter. Yeah. But it's not nothing to do with disowning with blackness or disowning with Africanism. You know what I mean? As I said before, it's just Vybz Kartel is an entertainer. So just as how I put on braces, I didn't put on braces for any medical reason. I put on braces because of style. Because we just want to change the style. That is what Vybz Kartel do.
It's all part of the showbiz.
Yeah, we just put on some tattoo and we want the tattoo to highlight. So we just lighten the skin. That's the tattoo show. And it's just a style for Vybz Kartel.
The tattoos or style are a part of your what I say, your cult.
No, it's not a cult, you know, because if you notice, all the tattoos have a meaning. This one on the palm is Shadi. This is Jaim, which is my son. One up here is Raim, my another son. Then over here we have my mother name on the right arm. Shaim, which is my next son. I have a tattoo on the heart mark, love is pain. And we have the elements on my neck like the sun, the moon, and the star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You sure it's not part of the cult that they say
no cult, man.
You're a cultist?
No, I'm not a cultist, man. You know what I mean? And I'm not a religious person, but I'm a spiritual person.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I said in past interviews, my world travel show me that religion, if it is anything, it would be more of a division thing.
I know you're a man who reads. And
a lot.
You saw the front page of the Gleaner yesterday.
Yeah.
Rub it out.
You rub it out, the Ministry of Health.
Yes. Saying that what you're doing is dangerous.
Yes, that's what they said. And my quote was that I'm not denying or confirming what they said. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that is the Ministry of Health, and I know they have done their survey, but I have not done mine. But what I can say is, in a free society, people can do whatever they want to do as long as it is within the confines of the law, as long as it's not illegal. And that is just
But you're no ordinary citizen.
True.
When you now say this is all due to cake soap, and you're going to bring onto the market a brand of cake soap, what you're doing, you know fully well the thousands of people who listen to you and want to be like you.
True.
They're going to buy that cake soap, and if they can't get brown as how you have done, they are going to go for the bleaching, which is dangerous, and that is what the Ministry of Health is saying.
Yeah, I fully understand, but then again, you know, my question to the ministry is, or my suggestion to the ministry is, when you're going to do things like that, you have to just go right across the board, meaning that it is a known fact that cigarette is the leading cause of lung cancer, so you should just ban cigarette also, you know what I mean, straight up.
But you don't want them to ban for the same principle that you espoused earlier. You should have an individual choice to choose. They can't go and ban cigarette. What they have to do is to warn that smoking is dangerous to your health, as they do.
Well, as long as they're doing that with the cake, quote unquote, cake soap, I'm fine with that, because what I'm saying.
But it's not about cake soap alone for you.
No, it's not about cake soap for Vybz Kartel. And as I said before, Vybz Kartel is an artist, and people will say I lead by example. But what I'm saying, and I tell people in all my interviews, Vybz Kartel is a person that always is changing his image, changing his look. So probably next year you can see Vybz Kartel with a different completely look. Next year you might see me blacker than you, and I have some tall locks that touch my foot. You know what I mean? Because Vybz Kartel is just that person. I'm a person where people can just expect the unexpected from Vybz Kartel.
I remember the last time I interviewed you, you were very serious about your role as a father.
Yeah,
How do you reconcile those mixed messages to your sons and daughters?
Well, with my kids, you know, it is easier than a normal child out there that doesn't know Adidja Palmer, because my child sees Vybz Kartel, the father, in the house, and knows that he has to adhere to the rules and regulation that a father should
So
instill.
don't ask you what's happening to your daddy. Why are you getting so brown?
No, I know. Tell you the honest truth, no, I know. Because me and my son really don't have a discussion like that. You know, my son and I, we discuss fatherly and son things just as my father and I did. Like, you do your homework, come out for the road.
Yeah.
You know, brush your teeth. You know those regular father things. You don't really go that deep, because remember, they're not that old too, you know.
Okay.
The oldest one is 7 years old.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And they go to school, and I just treat them as fatherly as possible. We drop them off at school, pick them up sometime.
But how you deal with the burdens of being a star? The pressures?
It's hard, you know. May I tell you, right now, I can't put on no weight. Because if it's not one thing, it's the next. That's
Why
what I'm trying to say.
You're maga, man.
Yeah, because that music thing is stressful. Right now, everybody don't on Vybz Kartel. The artist, you notice every artist are sing about Vybz Kartel right now. Forget a hype.
But you generate a lot of that, though, you know. You seem to go by it.
Yeah, but what?
Yourself
No, they are the ones that is giving Vybz Kartel the energy and the power. Because listen, I sing about myself. Shawty catch me last night. Me sing about cake soap. Me sing about jumping at the bends. So I sing songs about myself, right? And
Shawty
then now,
catch your cheat.
you don't know that song, they love them. Yeah, so I sing songs about myself, and then now the other artists are singing songs about me.
Yes.
So it's more power to Vybz Kartel. That's why the only new artist that is sensationalizing Jamaica is Ayactane, because he's the only artist that is singing about himself, like what Vybz Kartel is doing. You know what I mean? So the other artists singing about me, they're only giving me more power.
I hear you. All right, take care of yourself and be careful.
I will. So, you know, I implore Jamaicans again, if you see nothing happen to me, you don't know where to come from. So, that's all Vybz Kartel have to say.
All right. Thanks much.
Oh.
Interview there between Vybz Kartel and broadcaster extraordinaire Cliff Hughes right here inside Action Tonight. Of course, he came to Nationwide earlier on today, climb up the over 40-yard steps in the stairway just to have a one-on-one with Cliff Hughes. He did that, and of course, the decision was made to air the entire interview right here inside Action Tonight. So Isaiah Leing, I know you're listening. We need to hear from you.
Him say, "Fame Jesus, fame God. Wouldn't go on a League of Nations, a whole heap of fire and brimstone and thing would have come down upon him enemy them." Now, Mr. Jennings, I know say this is going to be now the main thing of what I said the whole day. You're not going to hear about nothing. If we not do it, we don't know who are going to do it if we not do it. Trust me. It have to be done though. It have to be done. So, I think in my mind I say I never ever say nothing about this, but I have to mention it. Trust me. I have to mention it. There's a pastor on the television, on the TV, on the YouTube. Him come with all sort of subject. All sort of thing. And him ridicule everybody. Him a ridicule. The last person I see me that ridicule was the one with him TDA Jakes. But apart from that, him is the most righteous of all of the pastor them. At least him put himself that way there. Very righteous and arrogant, and I think him did have a little thing with my DJ brethren name again. She that go remind me of us. Vegas, yes. You have a little running with Vegas. But here we know. Just accidentally, I run through my YouTube thing, and I see him come up, and I say, underneath it, Rastafari, Selassie, I'm here a brethren, I look out against him, saying, if you love Haile Selassie and Bob Marley, name. I don't know what him did say before, or if it's where him said this, or why the brethren I react to it. But one of the things them where him say, as some know to them people are just, anyway, one of the things them where him say is that if Haile Selassie was the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, him say Haile Selassie dead. That is where I try to emphasize now. Say Haile Selassie dead. And furthermore, if he was the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, according to what Rasta say, because him say it's a lie. It's a lie. Him just say it is a lie. Him is not no King of Kings and him not no Lord of Lords. Because it in the Bible say the King of the Kings and Lord of Lords is Jesus Christ. So him go and go say no. How is it that this divine person, this King of Kings and Lord of Lords, when Mussolini attacked Ethiopia, first of all, him said the United Nations. It wasn't a United Nation. It was a League of Nations. Haile Selassie got to the League of Nations. He go beg support. Him say, fame Jesus, fame God. Wouldn't go on a League of Nations, a whole heap of fire and brimstone and thing would have come down upon him enemy them. Now, Mr. Jennings, I know say this is going to be now the main thing of what I said the whole day. You're not going to hear about nothing else when I say about this. Because we know the youth them stay. No, I say no, Mr. Jennings, watch you now. First of all, at 2,000 years, who not say Jesus dead? 2,000 years. And every day we hear him so come. One, Jesus dead. But how him dead is really problematic. Because Haile Selassie went to the League of Nations because him want to tell the League of Nations that what them doing to a small country like Ethiopia is not supposed to happen. He must call upon all the people them who's a member of the League of Nations to say what Italy is doing to him country, and them need to act, or else terrible things going to happen. Which terrible things going to happen, but not the part that we are talking about. Jennings say, For him, Jesus, now go beg nobody nothing. Yet still, Mr. Jennings, I don't know who you is, I'm going to see you on TV, I don't know. Well, maybe now you're going to start to see me, you know. Start to see me, you know, look here. Jesus Christ, according to the Bible, and according to Christians, died one of the worst death any person can die in a Rome, in a Palestine. What happened? I say Palestine deliberately too. I say Palestine deliberately. What happened? He was given a crucifixion. He was crucified on a cross that was put there for the worst of criminals. And when he was on the cross, he was begging to come off the cross. Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do. If you can take this cup from him, make it gone, make it pass. He was begging according to the Bible. He was begging to come off the cross. No, Mr. Jennings, if that man that you profess to be the Son of God and an extension God, how come him get nailed upon a cross and died one of the most gruesome death any criminal ever did in Israel? I don't know how you explain that. Because here you are and I tell me now, say your God wouldn't have to go and a league. First of all, them never have no League of Nations there. That's the first thing. And you say United Nations, not the United Nation. Why you just don't do one of the Rasta? Because we see the confusion for a long time, you know. That's why we move from it. We see the confusion from a long time, so we move from it. But don't come amplify the confusion by feeling that you have one over Rasta because Rasta God go a League of Nations to go plead the cause of him people. That is what head of state do if you don't understand it. That is what head of states do. That is what people do. Protocol, you go to the organization that, just like how South Africa went to the International Court of Justice to plead the cause of the Palestinians people. Every government do that. Now, can you please explain to me how your God allow some Romans to put him on a cross and murder him? Put him on a cross and murder him. And then now, you go tell me now, say, my God is not no God. He is not no King of Kings. He is not the Lord of Lords. Because him go beg for help. Your God was begging for help. And nobody ever helped him. And when Haile Selassie plead the cause of the people of him country, let him say, you have struck the match in Ethiopia, and it shall burn Europe. And if the world had listened to Haile Selassie years ago, World War II would not have started. I want you to know that. So there with you. So, you know, years ago, a big man write a headline in the paper, say, Rasta must start dreaming because Haile Selassie is dead. What that, all right, so Rasta dream because Haile Selassie dead. At 2,000 years, 2,000 years, people I believe in a man was dead 2,000 years. And them say I'm going to come back. You know how much people dead in the 2,000 years until now? I'm not realize what him say. Him don't realize what him say. So all the millions of people who believe in this man were dead 2 years ago, all them not stop believing in him. All them not stop believing in him. Them not stop believing in him because them think them going to come back. Them not stop believing in him because them since say in blood are going to watch them. These things. It's a madness. Now this man, Jennings, as he's called, I see him all the while, and, I see him move up and down on the stage and all, talk still. Him talk some good things where I accept and believe in her. There I hear my lick against the Christmas tree. But when him go say no, Haile Selassie is not the King of Kings. Who decides that somebody is King of Kings? No man. Who decides that a man is a prince? No man. Who decide say you is mister, you is a doctor, you is a philosopher, you is a this? A man a decide that. You read in the Bible say Jesus Christ is the King of Kings. You read in an Ethiopian history, say you have many kings in Ethiopia, but the emperor is the king of the kings, king of all the kings in Ethiopia. So I don't get it. Why that is really a problem. Maybe you should have tried get into the philosophy and also the cultural expression of Rastafari, and then communicate it, and then say what I want, and I hear my brethren going, I don't know which part, Vegas sit there in I'm church or whatsoever, and them say, usher him out. Now, like when talk so much and him have so much monologue with himself, why him don't get some people who's have opposing view, like Vegas, for sure him say, you say what you say, and make me show you something. Remember Ian Bowen? Ian Bowen have a program, and him no uncle talk to the people, him talk with the people, them. I'm a brethren. Because even though him try match me up a whole heap of time, when we done the conversation, them, when we are come off of the TV, him comes to man them and say, how come you make the rat man do this up on the TV? Because him know say, what me articulate of a legitimate philosophical truth. Now this man is a arrogant. When I say him arrogant. Yeah, very arrogant. And I hear know him I say, I just have to go to the United Nations, the League of Nations, go plead the cause of him people. If he was the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, he would have bring down fire and earthquake and all these things. Then, when Jesus Christ is dead, him never do all of these things and save himself and save him nation. And I Selassie never talk for himself, He might talk for him nation. I'm nation he might talk about. When Jesus Christ is upon his cross, I'm self he might talk about, Him want the cup pass from him. Him say, Father, Father, why have thou forsaken me? And when you look over him, he'll say, King of the Jews. Who did believe, say, I'm a king of the Jews in a them time there? Nobody never believe it. A Christian comes to that. And most of the thing what them say about Jesus are Paul them follow. And Paul never know no man named Jesus. I hear him hear about this man. So all the thinking, all the letters them are write to the Romans, the Galatians, the Ephesians and all these things. I know me I write it too. He might write to the Romans. He might write to the Galatians. All the people there in a Turkey or Europe. Most of them is in Turkey. We used to call it Constantine. So, me don't know. I know so this is going to be the hallmark of today's program. Because we know the youth them stay, but I couldn't make it pass. I couldn't make it pass at all. It bothered me. It bothered me that Rasta them come. Rasta on the God dead, so what not deal with? Then tell me something. Oh, people say Jesus is God, him never dead. Why is it a problem? Why is it a problem? I there. Who knows say Selassie dead? Who know say Selassie I dead? Come forth and tell me. We go at Jerusalem in the sepulchre. Why you look to a rebel? We go in the sepulchre tell a rebel. We are a rebel and we look in there. And we see people are crowd and a gather and the stone where them put him upon. Them say Jesus the upon a stone. We see people come from all over the road and touch the stone and lay down upon the stone. You're supposed to get healed by the stone. And I bet you any money when them come back to them country where them come from. The sick person who they must chanting for on the stone. Still sick and still have 1 foot. Because after this day, no Jennings or Jenkins or whatsoever. Yes. Can't tell me say, him get healed from a 1 leg and have him 2 legs. Historical references, very important and vital to the development of a people. Because you lose that chain link. If you lose that link, you're in a serious problem. You're in a very serious problem. And everybody else understand them historical link except we. Everybody, them understand all the other races, them understand the input. Look at the Chinese them when them come here. Them, you think them Lego them culture, where them know China, and them teach them picnic too. Yes. Them teach them picnic. So when we have all only for European this and European that, and when I have nothing to really identify with as a people, and even though, even if we have things to identify with as a people, we don't cherish it. We don't give it credence. You know, see it? We don't give it credence. That's why I always refer to this movie where the Marley movie where we see people get credence to this Rastaman, ganja smoking, lockhead, dirty Rastaman will become one of the most famous Jamaicans ever. And them get credence to it. We have to wake up. Yeah, we have to wake up. We're sleeping too long. We're sleeping just too long. When we are going to realize how important our things is. Very important that we understand that, and especially the youth them. Yes. You know, I hear someone sing say, pan song, you know, say, nah, no friend. Yeah, not trust nobody and all them something there. It's a serious thing when you're there around people, other human beings, and you can't trust nobody. What a situation you live in now. What a situation. Some man has said not even him woman him trust. Well, may I tell you, when a man look on life that way there, he have to check himself. Chairman, I know every tune where you listen to, you're supposed to whine your bottom and go down and get up and everything. You have somewhere, the lyrics is very important. When I'm all Bob Marley about the rhythm and the lyrics, which one them feels are more important, him say the lyrics, because him write it, and him know why him write it. Him not just write lyrics. So when we hear all the sisters sing all them songs here, and the one before we hear A.J. Brown, and others where we really play. We not just play music on radio because we have music for play now. We have play because we want the people them listen. And if they want them move them body, I saw. But the most important part of when me I do I saw is to make you take a stock And where the artists them a say, where the musicians them a say, whether it'll deal with the love of a woman, or it'll deal with yourself, change your life, or so. That is really what we are talking about. So, we're going to go back to her now. How much one's upon the corner with him dog them, with a cup in him hand, and a spliff in the other hand. How much one upon the corner teach, or how much in our conversation we can gather certain knowledge and understanding of things, no matter what the thing is. With the conversation there, we're talking about pan the corner with the dog them. So they call one another dog. And then they blame Rasta. Rasta talk about daughters of Zion and Empress and King and Queen and all them, princess. Where another side come with dog and bitch and whore and all these things. And people refer to it, bro God and all these things. Wow, me I tell you. Okay, so we have an interview here. We could see where we work with you now. All right, the Director of Children and Family Programs, called it CPFSA. Mr. Warren Thompson. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
All right, so you have to give me everything about this thing, you know, right? This CPFSA, what it is all about, why is it that we should know about it, and just tell me tell me the whole thing, the whole 5
All
years.
right.
Yeah.
All right, so, you know, the CPFSA is the Child Protection and Family Services Agency. Now, that is the agency with responsibility for children, children who are in the care of the state, right?
Yeah.
So, when a child is removed from a family, for example, when we talk about children who are placed in children's homes or foster care, children who are being abused, the responsibility falls on the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA, to provide care for them.
Okay.
So what we're having today is our annual CSEC Cape Awards ceremony. You know, when children come into care, a lot of people expect that, you know, award of the state is going to not necessarily have the best educational outcome.
Mm-hmm.
But each year we do this award ceremony, one, to recognize our, our high achievers, as well as to make it known to other people that children who come into the care of the state actually do well. We have some of them who, pass 8 subjects, 9 subjects at CXC, and then go on to tertiary education, go on to the universities and the colleges that we have here. Okay. So, last year we had 170 children who sat external exams at CSEC or CAPE, the ones who went to 6th form. And we had maybe about, we had 9 who did other external exams, like City and Guilds, right? So today we are in person awarding 63 of them who passed 4 or more subjects. And then those who passed, the remaining 107 who passed less than 4 subjects, receive certificate of merit. So it's really just to recognize them for the hard work and to encourage them to keep working hard, you know, to push so that they have a good outcome.
So where is this award taking place? Where
so today the award ceremony is at the Terra Nova Hotel.
Okay.
Yes. So as I said, we have 63.
And these youth come from a different place in Jamaica. How it go? Tell me how it go.
All right. So the awardees are coming from all across the island.
Yeah.
So in addition to, you know, recognizing the 63 of them, we're also giving awards for top boy and top girl for each region. So we are divided into 4 regions. That is our Northeast region, St. and St. Mary Portland, the Southeast region, that is Keith and St. Andrew, St. Thomas, and St. Catherine. Our Southern region, Clarendon, Manchester, St. Elizabeth, and the Western region, Westmoreland, St. James, Hanover, and Trelawney. So in each region, we are recognizing the top boy and the top girl for each region, as well as recognizing a top boy and top girl overall.
All right, so it's a government agency or you get sponsors for it? Tell me.
Well, so the CPMSA is a government agency, but we do, we can't do everything by ourselves. So we do rely on support from private sector entities. Our main sponsors today are the Supreme Ventures Foundation, one of our long-standing partners, as well as the Jamaica National Bank, particularly the Youth Banking Division.
All right. If the children them come from all over the island now, how you go about selecting the best one from each place? Or what is the criteria for be the best in that place, best in that place, and best in that place?
So for like the top boy and top girl, so we look at the number of passes. So, and it's the number of passes within the year. So if a child, you have some youngsters who will go to school and they start doing C-Sec subjects from grade 8, grade 9, grade 10. We don't count those passes. It's the number of exams taken and passed within the specific year. Okay. So we're looking at all the exams sat in 2023, May, June exams in particular, in 2023. Yeah. And the child would have had the highest number of passes at that sitting would have been awarded the top boy or the top girl for their region. Right.
All right. So,
yes, go ahead.
All right, talk.
No, man, I was going to explain the Cape Awards. So what we do, for the Cape Awards now, if we award the youngster after they have gone through 2 years of sixth form. So at the end of sixth form, we'll award them based on the number of passes. However, if the youngster is leaving at lower six, so they didn't go on to upper six, they leave lower six and they go on to tertiary education, we'll award them at that time for the number of passes. But the top boy and the top girl really is for the C-Sec group.
Yeah. Right. All right, so we can ask you a question now. The ratio of boys to girls, which one you find that always come out more, the boys or girls? In the top boy, top girl.
I don't have the ratio to give you now, but we have mostly girls, passing and being awarded. So we do award the top boy and the top girl, but if you were here, you would see that we have more girls in the room than boys.
I don't know if you're dead if you study these things, but you could have give you a little feel of why you think this is happening, because it's not only in that, but right across the nation. It's
right.
The girls them are the more active in all them studies. Why you think that is happening? Why you think that is happening?
Well, it's a number of things, I think we tend to encourage girls more.
By doing what? When you say what do by encouraging girls?
So we are a little hard on the girls in terms of doing their homework, and the girls learn a certain kind of discipline, while the boys now, we say boys will be boys and we know the boys.
So we should have blame on then? We should have blame on no?
We say blame on, you mean the agency? I think that's
No, all of the agency who have boys and girls in the school, the teacher, them, the principal, them, because if you say boys will be boys. That not make
the parents in particular, because
girls will be girls.
Say again.
Girls will be girls. When you say boys will be boys, girls will be girls.
Well, which is true, But I think in terms of families, we put more emphasis on the girls doing well, and it may be changing now. When I say doing well, for a lot of families, for girls to achieve in life, they're going to need an education, while the boys can be hustlers. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean.
A lot of families think that the boys will manage, but the girls, their way out of poverty, or their way of not having to rely on a man is by pursuing education.
You make a point this people, but seriously, when you check your ratio, the youth then need them education as well, not just the girls. Because when time the youth them don't have that education, it led to a different way of thinking, way of life, and them have to go up and hustling, a rampage, If you do a bag of thing in the street just to make a food, and trust me, it is unfair if you're gonna look at it like that.
It's like the man is saying girls need it more than boy. No, I think it's equal. I think it should be equal. You know, it should be equal. I'm not gonna degrade the boys or the girls. I think it should be equal. Everybody need to have an education, so everybody can get a decent job and nobody have it on robber and thief and criminal and prostitute. Everybody need that, you know. Everybody need to have a chance at education. This is the reason why education should be free. It should be. But the government, them not look at it like that. But let's continue.
Yeah. Right? And I think in terms of certain disciplines as well. So, you know, the girls have to stay in the house and they have to do their homework. When the boys come home from school, they go play football. You understand? And you know, not every parent is going to say, do your homework. So there's a certain kind of discipline that a lot of families instill in the girls that we don't necessarily instill in the boys.
So that is a cultural thing.
Yeah, it's a cultural thing. But you want me to say something, Muta, if you look at the research, and I don't have the figures in front of me.
Yeah.
But if you look at the research, when the boys do participate fully in education, they do very well.
Yeah.
They do well enough. So the data doesn't show that girls outperform boys.
But that show up at university and all this.
What we really see now is that when they get to a certain level, like when they start to get to about grade 9, the boys start to under participate. So you have a greater performance of girls when they reach grade 9, grade 10. You see more girls coming to school than boys.
So that is where the data shows. That's where the data shows from 9 go. That means what? It means you still got to blame the family for that.
So I mean, when I say family, but the society, the culture in general.
Oh, the culture,
the culture.
Yeah.
I think we have to pay greater attention to ensuring that we put equal emphasis on education and the value of education for both boys and girls. And I mean, you know, there's also a school of thought that boys and girls learn differently too.
Of course.
I think, you know, how we structure our education system needs to account for that as well.
Yes.
You know?
All right, I'm going to ask you now. This evening is a function?
Yeah, man, it's going on right now.
All right, what is happening at that function, apart from the award? Will there be a dinner, you know, music, playing, Wally Patak, politicians come there and say what they might say?
Yeah, man, so we had the junior minister in the Ministry of Education and Youth who gave her remarks. Our CEO of the Child Protection and Family Services Agency also, you know, they're welcome and give some remarks. We had a guest speaker. So we had two things. We had a testimonial from a former ward of the state who was able. She completed her degree and she's a teacher now. She did very well. She talked about her experience. You know, how she came into the care of the state and her experience going from different foster homes. And, you know, the ways in which people poured into her and encouraged her and supported her towards achieving her degree. And as I said before, she's a teacher. She did very, very, very well. We also had a guest speaker who is another former ward of the state.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. She is currently enrolled in a master's degree program, working. And in fact, when she did her presentation, she talked about how her tuition and boarding and so on was covered by the state because she was a ward of the state. So, you know, she expressed her gratitude for that, and she talked about her experience going in care, the challenges that she had with her own family, and just how she had to push, and she encouraged the young persons who were there just to keep pushing, because it's not these circumstances that you're coming from that define you. It's how you respond to them. And how you leverage the kind of support that you have to do well. So the guest speaker did very, very well. And we had some light entertainment. We had a singer who did a couple of songs, but, you know, and we had a keyboard player playing some lunch music. That was it.
All right. So we want to find out the last question I'm going to ask, you know, right?
Yeah, man.
In other statistics that you just talk about, where when they reach a certain grade, the boys them start to back. What you feel can be done to alleviate that? And all right, how a person get get into the state care? Or a child get into state care? What them do to get into state care?
So a child get into state care if the child was a victim of abuse mainly, or the child was neglected or abandoned.
Okay.
So that is how the state steps in, and that child is usually, we say, brought before the court for being in need of care and protection. So the government then takes responsibility for ensuring that care and protection is provided.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how the child comes into the system. Now, the question you asked me about what can be done to address the issue of the boys under participating after grade 9, that is a more that requires a response that it's very complex. The issue is complex.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'll be able to respond to that today, but I think it's something that we need to focus on, both from policy side, community side. Yeah.
All right, sir. Well, give thanks, Bridget. Give thanks.
Yes, man. Blessings.
You make a know about the organization we never read. Well, I went to, the one down the Catholic Church there, Holy Trinity, across the road from, what do you call it again? St. Mary or something like that, I don't know. That's not a government agency.
Which one is that again?
There is a care center. I think it's for mostly female though. Opposite the Cathedral Church on North Street.
You must have seen it. You must have seen it.
I don't think I must have seen it.
You must have seen it.
Saying something of something. We'll go around there and a whole heap of pregnant young ladies around there. And they are in the care of that center.
Okay. So
that's not a government agency. That's not a government.
No, it's not government.
Catholic Church business that. Okay.
Right. So what we have in Jamaica, so we have 49 child care facilities. We're talking about children's homes and places of safety.
Yeah.
But the majority of them are privately owned. But they are regulated by
government.
So the government regulates them. So they have to get a license to operate.
Yeah.
The children are still our children, so they are assigned a children's officer. We have a team of monitoring officers that visit the facilities to ensure that the standard of care is being met. Right? Yeah. So they're still our children, it's just that they are in the care and custody of a private entity.
All right, we have to move now, Bridget. Give thanks, yeah?
Yes, man.
Yeah. All right, give thanks.
Bing over. All right, so my people, this one was indeed a warm one. So feel free to leave your honest comment down in the comment section, and also uno own opinion. And uno don't know say me there pan the Black Unity program. So feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're new. Big up to each and everyone. Up until then, peace out. Adios.